Can you hear it okay?
Oh yeah, sounds amazing.
I'm going to Kansas City. All right, welcome to another Multifamily Minute. This is Logan Freeman and
Alex Olson
with Clemens Real Estate. We're listening to a little Fats Domino going to Kansas City. Alex, how are you doing, man?
It's a great day today. You know, I can't ask for anything more.
Well, I need to work on my dance moves just a little bit, but I will get better, I promise. Fats Domino gets me moving. I'm just so passionate, excited about Kansas City. There's a lot of really great things going on in Kansas City. We're going to bring this to you on a weekly basis, and it is our goal to showcase properties, to give you an update on what's happening in Kansas City, talk about some recent trends. So let's jump right in. So RealPage came out and made a great article that is in our BRSS system. If you don't know what that is, you need to go back and watch the welcome video because you will. Don't get left behind. The unemployment rates by market is what they were going to showcase. And basically, this is a nice bar graph that shows the unemployment rates in Las Vegas, which is 33%, all the way from, to LA, which is right around 21%. Boston, a little bit above the average in the United States, which is about 18%. And then just the average of the United States, which is right around 15% or a little below 15%. I don't know. This was posted on June 26th, so it could be a little bit skewed. However, what I wanted to showcase, and Alex and I thought was really good, was the fact that Kansas City is by far lower than the U.S. national average on the unemployment rates by market. So that's really great for multifamily because people are still working and they're still able to pay their rents, which is something that we are very, very interested in keeping our thumbs on. And so we'll dive into maybe why, we feel Kansas City's unemployment rates are a little bit lower. And I think that Kansas City is unique because 85% of the continental U.S. can get to Kansas City within 2 days by truck. It's the most geographically central major metro area in the nation. And there's been some really, really interesting developments on just the industrial side of things in Kansas City recently with Amazon and a few other folks. But CBRE came out with a great report. Again, it's in our BRSS system if you want to take a look at it. But they're noting that Kansas City is one of the economy's most diverse kind of employment sectors, with no sector comprising more than 15% of its overall economy. Some of those folks are KU Med Center, Hospital Hill, that has thousands of healthcare workers, Cerner. I mean, Kansas City has been a proven global leader in animal health. I think everybody saw what was going on in Wichita, which is not very far from here as well. And the global animal health market is $34 billion. And so obviously we think that Kansas City has a lot going for it. On the industrial side, one of the most successful new industrial parks in the nation surrounding the BNSF Intermodal, 11.4 million square foot completed or under construction, with another 36 million square feet at full capacity. So there's a lot of great things going on. Kansas City is positioned very well to be insulated from the coast when it comes to employment. So we're still seeing really great rent collections here, guys. And what we wanted to do today was, it's our goal to bring you active deal flow, right? And so we're going to showcase one area, which is Midtown in Kansas City. It's where our offices are. It's where the principals of Clemens Real Estate owns real estate. It's where Alex and I own real estate. We really, really like Midtown. So just a little tidbit about Midtown. Alex, do you want to talk about where Midtown just is located, just in general, from our central business district and maybe some of the suburbs first?
Yeah, so you got the Central Business District, which is downtown, of course. And I think a lot of folks know the Country Club Plaza area. And that's quite a ways south, so to speak, of the Central Business District. And basically everything in between the Central Business District, so downtown, and the Country Club Plaza is Midtown.
Yep.
From a north to south basis. So it's a large geographical area. It's very dense, and it's right in the heart of the city, is what I would call it, from where people live aspect.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the properties that we want to showcase today is the Walnut East Apartments. And that asset is actually located in Squire Park, which is in the heart of Midtown in Kansas City, encompassing 16 blocks bounded by Armour Boulevard on the north, 39th Street on the south, Troost Avenue on the west, and Paseo Boulevard on the east. Squire Park in Kansas City, beautiful neighborhood listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Today, it has matured into a vibrant and active area full of young professionals and families, and a lot of kudos goes to Mac Properties, who has developed the heck out of just that area, just on Armour Boulevard and the surrounding area, and they're continuing to do that. Midtown is historic, vibrant residential and commercial community where businesses, neighborhoods, and institutions reinforce one another. It's become a pretty tight-knit neighborhood. And like Alex said, the Country Club Plaza is the Kansas City's premier retail, dining, and entertainment district, and is located just southwest of Squire Park. So this property is really, really, located in the heart of Midtown, which I think a lot of folks are buying in Midtown for that reason. And so some of the property highlights on this deal: one, it's off market. Okay, we had the listing a while back. The owner was a little less apt to move on his price. We're still in great communication with the owner, and he's made some recent updates, including replacing all of the windows, which on these historic buildings is very, very important. But prime location, it's adjacent to very large redevelopment projects that Mac is doing, spacious, unique interior layouts. If you want to get creative on this property, you totally can. It's separately metered. Each unit includes an individual furnace, and it's currently master leased from Restart, which is a nonprofit that I sit on the board of directors for. But that contract, I'm pretty sure, is coming up here pretty soon, which allows you to then bring this back up to market rents. And so we'll leave it at that. It has on-site parking for 12 spaces. I think that the interesting thing on this property is, the development that's happening next door to Mac, but also the ability to not renew the Restart lease, and which, I'll have to go find, other buildings for them to go into, which is not a problem. That they understand it's a part of their business, but there's significant rent upside that can be found by updating the interior finishes and adding in-unit laundry for market rate rentals. And, there's comps galore. So the full underwriting report is in our folder. If you go to active deals, go to underwriting reports, it's going to be there. The second property I want to showcase today, if you're thinking about mailbox money, the closest thing to getting mailbox money in real estate is being a passive investor in real estate. We're not talking about passive investing right now. We're talking about actively owning real estate, and there's nothing passive about actively owning real estate. However, if you do want to find something that is as close to passive investing but actively owning it, it's a triple net lease. What is a triple net lease? Triple net lease means that the tenant is going to pay for the taxes, the insurance, and the maintenance of that building. And so it's a set it and forget it. I can put property management on it for you so they can go and check out the property, whatever you need. But a triple net lease usually trade between, just depending on the tenant and the location, between a 4% cap rate and a 6% cap rate. This is in the historic Northeast. It's a single triple net lease deal. It's about $675,000, but it's priced right at an 8% cap rate, which is going to allow you to put 4% debt on this property, and you have 400 basis points of spread. I've bought properties from this owner before. He does a great job renovating properties and placing the right tenants, has a long-term lease in it. If that's something you're interested in, other than multifamily, let us know. We have that property as well. I'm going to turn it over to Alex so he can talk about two other properties in the Midtown market that we would like to showcase today. Alex, why don't you start off with the New Yorker?
Yeah, the New Yorker is a interesting property. It's a great property. It's located, again, in the very heart of Midtown, but it's also located about a block away from the new streetcar extension, which is it's done wonders for the Crossroads Arts District in Kansas City. Actually, Kansas City is in general. The streetcar has put in and helped develop, hundreds of millions of dollars of investment in and around the Main Street corridor. So this is a block off the Main Street corridor. It's 60 units, and it's a good-looking building. It's a solid bones. It's one of your classic heavy value adds. It has, a lot of studio apartments, but you could combine those into, making additional floor space and have fewer apartments with larger floor space. It has somewhere around, each unit averages about 500 or 450 square feet, and they're well under rented currently. So you put some great amenities inside of it, such as your stainless steel appliances, those kind of things, to really expand what this building can offer for the area, especially as it transitions with the streetcar. I mean, the whole neighborhood is going to change, and now's a great time to get into it before the prices skyrocket. So that's the New Yorker, which is right on the Main Street streetcar extension. Definitely consider that. Another set of properties that I would consider is 38 units across the entire Midtown market. Now I think it's 26 units that are all very tightly joined together in Midtown right by Gillum Park. And these are trading at around a 6% cap rate. But the good news is they're completely rehabbed. They're fully ready to go. They're occupied. Rents are maybe a little bit lower than market rate, so you can gain some value there. But if you want to own property in Midtown and you want to have separate buildings to diversify, this is a great set of properties to get into, because you're going to have, these are large one-bedroom units, and so you're going to have good rents. They already have good rents on them. Again, as that streetcar extension comes down the line, this is going to be one of those properties that's going to be able to capture that forced appreciation, which is key for the area.
Yes, absolutely. I think what's interesting about that property is the ability for multiple exit strategies, right? So you're going to be able to buy 38 units and say that, maybe those other 12 units you don't want anymore. You can then parse those off and sell them individually to investors that would not have been able to buy all 38 units. So I think there's multiple exit strategies there. So guys, Midtown is a hot market. There's a lot of growth in Midtown. There's still opportunity there. We can place property management for you. We can help with the construction. And we've got all your lending needs here in Kansas City for those properties. So really focus on Midtown this week. Take a look at all the deals that we've got. A few other ones that come to mind in Eastern Jackson County is a new off-market deal that we've got. 52 units, right, Alex? 52
right.
units out in Eastern Jackson County. If you want a South Jackson County or Jackson County property, there's an 80-unit property that we've got there. If your eyes are a little bit bigger and you're looking for a little bit larger property, take a look at the top of our list. There's a few big deals on there, 372 units. There's another 300-unit property on there. We're talking, anywhere between $15 to $30 million. So if that's something that you're interested in, or you just want some more color on, reach out to us. We've created this buyer's representation success system. And what you need to do next is watch the intro video on the folder that says where to start, and then fill out our Google form. On this post, we will have a link to the BRSS, but also where you can look at all the market reports, the underwriting reports, active deals, closed deals. We've got appraisals in there, everything that you might need to make a good, informed investment decision. But it's really, really important for you to fill out our form, our Google form on the BRSS system, because the folks that fill that form out are going to get on the call with Alex and I. And so everybody's always talking about, how do you get a broker's attention? We're telling you how to get our attention. Go out, fill out the form. Alex, we've had 3 people fill out the form in the last 24 hours. Those folks are getting on our calendars this week. That's where our focus is, right? So what to do next, watch the intro video, fill out the form, reach out to Alex and I. We'll have a call with you. If you like any of these properties, let us know. This stuff trades very, very quickly. We're going to update our list that we had in there last week, but 2 of those properties are already under contract. So really excited about this, guys. We're going to try to keep this to 10 minutes. We're coming up on 15 because I like to talk. But I also want to make sure that we always intro and outro with a little Fats Domino. Alex, do you have anything else that you want to add?
Yeah, let's do this week, man. Market's getting hotter. That's all I can tell you.
Give me your best dance move. See, guys, you got to have a little bit of fun. We're here to make it happen for you, but we're also here to dance with you. All right, guys, reach out to Alex and myself. Thank you so much, Alex, for another Multifamily Minute.